Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Mkize and this is my channel. Ucha, this channel is sitting on 4,000 subscribers right now. Poo, 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 poo. And honey, this video is going to be done a little different, honey. We're going to be having a little champopo. I'm having the martini brut. I decided let's do a Q&A with a little bit of bubbles. 3, 2, 1. Guess up. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Woo! Yes. Okay, let me pour and then we'll start this video. Cue the intro. If you are a regular Dzegula, a regular liker, a regular sharer, honey, thank you so much for coming back once again, baby. And if you are new here today, welcome to the welcome to the channel. Make sure that you click that subscribe button so that you can join the Regular Dzegulars. Okay, my loves, so as you can see by the title, we are doing an updated Q&A. Hashtag get to know me. Hashtag allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mkize. I'm from PNB. I'm from SA. Okay, no, you guys know that rapping is not for me now. So that's another thing about this Q&A. You're gonna learn some new things about me. Okay guys, let's start. Okay, so I asked my peeps, or rather my regular Dzegulars on Instagram and you guys here on YouTube, and a lot of you guys came through with amazing questions. There's so many regular Dzegulars here who are also on Instagram, but there are a lot of regular Dzegulars, or rather soon to be regular Dzegulars there on Instagram who haven't subscribed. So I don't know how they're gonna get to see these videos if they don't subscribe and watch my videos. So anyway, they ask questions and we all ask questions and you all ask questions rather, and I'm here to answer them. So yeah, stay tuned. I also have a little drink that I poured at the beginning of this video. This is Prosecco? I think so. Or champagne. I don't know. Oh, Angas, but it's brut. It's champagne. Yeah. Anyway, I have a little drink here in a wine glass, I know. It's champagne. It smells like champagne. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna answer the questions. So get a drink, relax, sit back, and let's go. Okay, honeys, first question. Hi, Sissy, I really admire you. I want to ask about teaching online, English online. Okay, ma. A lot of these questions I'm seeing about teaching, which is fabulous. It's fine that you guys want information. So you have two options: to watch my videos where I have a whole playlist for teaching jobs, how to prepare online jobs, etc., etc. Or you can email me, sbatlem15@gmail.com, and ask for or rather email me about getting some one-on-one consultation. That way I'm guiding you throughout the whole step, and that obviously there is a fee attached to that. So I will put everything in the description box if you are interested in that. But also use my videos, guys. My videos are really great tools. I've put a lot of information and time into creating those videos for you guys. All right, so the next question: how do you handle homesickness? Wow, that is a good question. I handle it by crying. I handle it by phoning my family. I handle it by going to hang out with my friends. I handle it by allowing it to be present. I don't shy away from the emotions that come up with being homesick. Being homesick comes with a lot of sadness, a lot of regret, a lot of asking yourself whether you're doing the right thing, being out here by yourself. All of those things come up and I sit with them. I ask myself, like, where is this coming from? What is triggering me? And I know my triggers. And so it's important to know yourself and know how to handle those things. But most importantly, when those things come up for me, I know where to kind of connect and find my sources to kind of reassure me. But honestly, it's something that I will never stop feeling, and it's something that I'm never gonna avoid talking about because it's normal. It's a part of being an expat, you know? Yeah. What other country would you love to teach in? Okay, so I would love to teach in Dubai. I would love to teach in South Korea. No, I don't want to teach in South Korea. Dubai, the US, in Europe somewhere, and in South Africa. Yeah. like in South Africa, when I own my own school or something like that, and I've designed my own curriculum, and I'm like, because the way it is right now, I don't want to teach in the education space right now. Do you know what I mean? What do you miss most about home? That's a good question. Do you know what? Like, when this question, I think, is about home, right? So I'm gonna, obviously, my family, like number one, family. But honestly, like for me, you guys know, like my sister, she's the one person like I miss with my whole being, and nothing can ever like deduce me when I miss her. Like, if you know, like I'm having a day and I miss my sister, there's nothing you can say to me. It's just like, you know what I mean? I miss her. Her life is, she's evolving, she's growing up, she's going through all these milestones without me there, and it's so tough for me. So that is what I miss. So that is who I miss the most. But if to say like a specific thing about South Africa, maybe, like I miss the food. Honestly, like South African food is unmatched. How long have you had your braces on? I've had them now for almost 2 years. Kabangan, guys, almost 2 years. Wow. Yeah, but he's saying that I'm gonna go for another 6 months, which I'm not impressed about. Anyway, what are you studying? So at the moment, I'm studying a teaching license with Teach Now Moreland University in the States, and it's a teacher preparation program. It's designed for people who want to change careers, who have bachelor's degrees, obviously in another field, and want to change careers to teaching. So it's for basic, you know, when you're wanting to become a teacher and you want to actually change careers. It's also great for people who are already teachers who want to just amp up their knowledge and have like some, you know, education qualification to back up the experience. So that is what I'm studying. Next question. What's your biggest fear? My biggest fear is not living out what God has placed me here on earth to do, you know? When I say that, it's like at the moment, you know, I'm trying to navigate, I'm trying to, you know, ask God to reveal to me all these things, and Lord, show me what you want me to do, show me how you want me to live my life, show me where you want me to be. And my biggest fear is like getting to heaven one day and he's like, actually, you weren't listening. And you know, so like that is the one thing I want to make him proud. I really want to make him proud, and I know like he loves me in whatever form I am in, and he always says come as you are, but it's something that, you know, really like me clearly and quiet, and like when I'm by myself, I think to myself like, Lord, am I really making you proud? Am I, you know? And sometimes I feel like the decisions that I make, sometimes I'm like, is this the right decision? So yeah, that is something I fear, actually. Yeah. Next question. Are you ever coming back to SA? Do you have a certain time frame when you left, or plan, or returning? Okay, that's a loaded question. So the first one, are you ever coming back to SA? Yes, to visit. Did you have a certain time frame when you left? No, I did not. Are you planning on returning? Yes, but return meaning to visit and see my family, not to live permanently in the next few years. Next question. Not a question. I love your skin. Gabonga. Gabonga cool. Thank you so much, honey. What would you be if you weren't an ESL teacher? Ooh, I think I'd be like a presenter, a TV presenter, ne? Like, or a radio host. Like if you're engaging, hi guys, welcome to Top Billing or something. Like those vibes, you know? Yeah. Actually, when I was a kid, and you know, in the YoTV days, I wanted to be on YoTV so bad. And I remember I got my auditions in Durban. And I was like, go, food to get ready to go to YoTV. And she's like, no, you are not doing that. Yo, go crush my dreams. But she didn't crush them, because look at me now. I'm here on YouTube, and I honestly think this is similar. But it's crazy how I never stopped wanting to be in front of the camera, like, or just to speak, you know, to people, radio host, whatever. Like I always gravitate towards those things, and I also think those things always find me. Like recently, someone reached out to me about being on their podcast, and I was like, yes, I've been listening to podcasts, and while I'm listening, I'm always thinking about, yes, I could do this. This is so cool. Like I like it, and the fact that I don't have to do a whole face beat to do the podcast and just like record it, like that's amazing to me. Sofa and make the podcast. But yeah, I would be a TV presenter, or a radio host for sure. What did you study back in varsity, and what changed you to what changed what changed you to pursue this career? Oh, okay, that was right, sorry. So I studied a bachelor's degree in sports science with an honors in recreational sciences and sports management. So I decided to change it because honestly, I was looking for jobs in abroad to, use my degree and being and like I said in my interview on Unpacked, like honestly, teaching chose me. Like I wasn't looking to teach. But the crazy thing is, when I was sitting and thinking, guys, about why teaching, like why didn't I think of it? Guys, my dad is a teacher. My aunt, his sister, is a teacher. My grandmother, my paternal grandmother, was a teacher. My maternal grandmother was a teacher. I come from a family of teachers, so of course I'm gonna be a teacher. Like, what was I thinking? Like, hello. So honestly, that is why. Ooh, my light is leaving me, but I hope you guys can still see me. The sun is setting. I don't even know why. Anyway, yeah. So that is why I decided. Teaching chose me, and then once I started to teach, I realized that this is what I love to do. What are your goals? Okay, so this is a very general question. I think you're talking about in all aspects, but I think the ultimate goal for me is to do things that I enjoy, that make me happy, creating, teaching, doing, in love with, whatever I'm doing, whoever I'm with, I want to be happy when I'm doing it. And that is a goal for me. I don't want to ever pretend or ever be unhappy in a space with a person, in a career, in goals that I have for myself, what I'm eating, whatever. I want to be happy first and place my happiness first. I also really want to, have some generational wealth for myself and for my children and my sister. I want to own property. I want to travel. I want to have a close circle of people around me who love me, who care for me, who uplift me, who hold me accountable. And I also want to sleep well at night. That is a goal for me every single day, to sleep peacefully for 8 hours. I really love simple goals, basic goals, because we're living in a time where it's great to have, big goals, big numbers, big achievements, which is wonderful. But sometimes I think to just minimalize it is also so key, because those little milestones and those little goals that you have every day really keep you going. I feel have really kept me going. So yeah, how is your dating scene, or how is the dating scene for you that side? I'll drink to that. Honestly, guys, and that's on that. I'm gonna put a meme in here somewhere about it, because I'm just done. Once ginendota gizontshela, let's end it there, okay? Okay. Next question. What are you most grateful for? Ooh, this is a great question. Grateful for my health, grateful for my job, grateful for all the small things. Those are the things that I think I must mention. But the most thing I'm grateful for is being able to truly say I'm doing what I love. And that for me, for the longest time, I never thought I would get to a place like that. And I'm grateful for it every morning, because who are doing jobs or careers that they don't like, and it's so difficult to get through the day. But this week, Futi, more specifically, I learned, or I woke up I arrived to a place of, Sma, you are doing what you love, and don't ever take that for granted. So yeah, that is the one thing I'm most grateful for. A lot of questions about how old am I. If you haven't checked out my birthday vlog, sis, 29. I'm 29 years old. I'm turning 30 in December. Next question. Which country do you want to move in next, or move to next? Love your content. Thank you, honey. I think that one I'm gonna keep to myself. Like I said, don't announce plans, announce results. But something's cooking. All right, next question. Any plans of coming home anytime soon? I love your content. Don't stop creating or curating. I would love to come home and visit soon, but the way everything is set up like China, guys, wahamba. I can guarantee there's no guarantee that they'll allow you back in. So I would love to come home and visit. You guys will definitely be the first to know when I land, for sure. Hi sweetie, I want to know why you chose China. Thank you and love you. All right honey, so I chose China because like I said on my interview on Unpacked, Imani said China was understood the assignment. Okay, Imani said China was giving me savings, was giving me like, you know, shopping, was giving me travel, was giving me so many things can be unlocked. I remember when I compared to like South Korea and other countries, it was like touch and go. I chose China because money was more, and there were a lot of, another thing I mentioned previously was that what I loved about China is that when I did like a little bit of research about other South Africans living in China, there were so many, you know, even on Facebook and Instagram. Obviously at the time, YouTube, there weren't a lot of content creators who were sharing their life out here. So I couldn't really make a decision based off that. But I loved that there were a lot of groups as well as like Facebook groups about, you know, teaching in China, etc, etc. So that is why I chose China, honey. Next question, do you see yourself teaching in South Africa anytime soon? I'm guessing you're saying anytime soon, like in the next year or two. No honey, even in the next 5, no. Next question, oh guys, when will you come back? I am in limbos about when you're coming back, guys. I love you so much. I think I want to see you guys too. I would love to do like, you know, a video or 2 or 3 in South Africa. But in South Africa because it's already so tough for me. But when borders open, I will be the first one. Actually, no, I will wait for a few people to come back and then were they able to return back, you know? But yeah. Next question. Hey Sva, can you or should you apply for more than one PCC if applying for different teaching programs? Police clearance, honey, no. You do not need to apply for 6 or 7 different police clearances if you already have one. That one can be used for multiple jobs. Okay. How's your drink going? Good guys, I'm feeling happy now. Okay, will you go teach in the Middle East? Maybe. Hi Sba, how has the YouTube journey been for you? My YouTube journey has been fully loaded. It's had its ups and its downs. I've had my lessons, I've had my successes, but also understand that I'm a small time YouTuber compared to the big picture. But one thing about YouTube that I'm so grateful for, it has taught me to be consistent. It has taught me to stay driven. It has taught me to plan realistically. It's taught me to be myself and to really aim or rather strive to be or to do better. Like, don't be complacent with your content. It taught me to constantly like want to do better, to grow, to constantly elevate myself and my content. I remember when I started, I only had a phone, and I still have my phone obviously, but I was shooting on my phone. I didn't have any lighting, any artificial lighting. And then bit by bit, got a camera. Bit by bit, someone blessed me with lights. Bit by bit, my editing is getting better. I have a subscription now for music. I have a subscription for editing. Bit by bit, I'm making my own intros. Bit by bit, I'm creating my own thumbnails on Canva. Like, I love that I'm learning new skills on the way. It's definitely been, you know, has its pros and cons for sure. Next question. What are your go-to affirmations in the morning? I love this question. My go-to affirmations, guys, are honestly the Bible and my devotions. I don't have a specific like devotion that I do every morning. But depending on what I'm doing in my devotion, that is what I'm chanting and saying throughout the day. That is what is in my heart. But yeah, I don't really have like a specific devotion. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel, and what keeps you going? So what inspired me? I honestly, like, I'll be honest with you guys. Ngithanda izinto when it came to YouTube. I saw it, I used to love watching videos, and I was like, how am I namgafuna at first? And then I was like, you know, I had to actually ask myself, what are you going to be producing? What content? And that is when I started to figure out, this is why you want to do this. And number one has always been to help people. I think I never anticipated so many people wanting to come out here and not even just to travel abroad and find jobs abroad. And I think that has been the core of my channel, that I curate content that is well informed, that helps people secure jobs abroad. I also think that my channel has been a good depiction or a representation of how a black woman like myself, coming from the township in South Africa, can flourish abroad and know that it's a journey. It's not going to be easy. I had to come back to South Africa, blah, blah, blah. It was a lot. And for me, my channel in the beginning was, like I said, and I was like, a YouTube channel. And then bit by bit, I realized that this for me was a way that I can make, you know, an impact in some way, and that would be helping people. And then bit by bit, I started to realize that, you know, I had some good things to say, and I really wanted to document that in some way. I also realized how creative I am. I think a lot of you guys say you love my vlogs, which I really appreciate. But for me, vlogs were something that I was really like daunted about, because I was like, how do you curate? It's basically like a reality show about your life. How do you make it look aesthetically pleasing, you know? And that for me has been a skill that I'm trying to hone. But bit by bit, I'm starting to realize that what keeps me going is that idea of I'm constantly developing, I'm constantly growing as a creator. And the fact that I've got so many awesome people in the comment section who constantly show me love and support, that is what keeps me going. Also, the whole thing of when I'm creating content, I honestly am so happy. Like the answer about wanting to be a TV presenter, guys, every time I sit down, anything YouTube related, I'm so excited. I might not be feeling it when I'm like sitting up and all of that, but the minute I sit down and hey guys, it's over. So yeah. Who does your hair in China? The braids? Was it hard to find a braider? So yes, my hair is done by another expat here in China who's a student. So basically, wherever you go, guys, I just give this advice to anyone who lives in China or anywhere else. Wherever you go, find people who look like you, so black people. Ask them where they get their hair done, and that's how you find people. Like, one thing you should be is not afraid to ask and seek information. Otherwise, can't. Anyway, hi Sissy, I really admire you. I want to ask about teaching online. Email me, babes, or check out my playlist about teaching in China or teaching abroad videos. All right, next question. How do you keep the positive energy all the time? You always look happy. Sure, guys. Honestly, yes, this is my personality. This is the person that I am. I'm generally a very jolly person, but I'm also I'm an introvert. Like, honestly, you guys might not believe me, but I love quiet. I love to be alone. And I love ungakhulumi sometimes. So I make sure how I maintain, I guess, my happy personality is to also allow my quiet personality as well to be there, you know. So when I'm in my house here, I sit and sometimes I sit quietly, and I'm not afraid to not you know, to be alone and not speak, and just, you know, be in my head, listen to music. I also think, like, this thing about happiness is you guys see a part of me when I'm happy. I think throughout the day, there's moments where I'm very happy. There's moments where I'm a little happy or not happy at all. You just don't see me documenting that part of the day. And so remember that when you see someone who's always happy, no. this person is happy ngaleso sikhathi at that time. But there's moments in the day, just much like our thoughts. When thoughts come and pass, they come, and it's important that you sit with them. Some people aren't able to deal with them, and so they sit with the thoughts for the whole day. So that is why mental health is important. Going to therapy is important to give you the skills to deal with the thoughts when they come. Just like clouds, they come and they pass. And so it's important not to sit under the cloud. So I every day choose to, allow the cloud to move, and the happiness comes. But yeah, 80%, no, 70% of the day. I'm trying not to be this overly bubbly person, but 70% of the day, this is me. 30%, yeah, there's this. Okay, next question. Are you single or taken? Yes, I'm single, honey. Or either like outside of China or like not even in my city. Like it's just honestly, but yeah, I'm single. So now I'm done with these ones. Let's go to the YouTube one. So I actually put a tab on my community tag to ask you guys to ask me questions there. So let's answer those questions. Okay, so these are long, so okay, let's go. How good is your Mandarin, and is it something you're prioritizing? I remember you were saying you're looking to get a degree in teaching to open more career options. What are your long-term career goals right now? I taught EFL in Korea, high school maths in England, and moving to China in the summer. So I think I had the same idea, RE, the sustainability of teaching EFL long-term. I'm also Regular Dzegulars, love your content. Thank you so much. Awesome questions, so loaded. So let me break it down. First question, how good is your Mandarin? It's not good at all. I get by. It's something that I would like to prioritize once I'm able to. I remember you saying you're looking to get a teaching degree. Yes, so that is what I'm doing right now. And yes, the main aim is to open up my options in other countries, because with just my bachelor's degree in sports science and my TEFL, I was very limited. And so this gives me more options, as well as more bigger packages when it comes to benefits here in China, especially in international schools. Thank you so much for a great question. Are you ever fearful of the situation taking place in China with the lockdowns? Does it ever make you question your being there and possibly moving to another country or back to SA? I'm definitely aware of all the lockdown situations in China, especially in Shanghai. I think it's horrible what's happening there. I'm definitely, I refuse to live in fear, because the minute I am fearful, I'm going to drive myself crazy. I think every city went through a lockdown, and all the severity is different for each. But I think when you're an expat like myself out in this country, it's so important not to think like that in order to keep your sanity. And if ever that situation arises, I know that God will give me the skills to handle it. I've got my emergency fund. I've got things that are set in place to help me survive. Next question. Has living abroad changed your perspective of life? If you were able to start all over again at your age, would you still want to move abroad? Yes, I have a changed perspective about life. I'm definitely not the same person as I was when I left South Africa in 2018. I think I unpacked that a lot in my video about the lessons that I've learned living abroad as an expat. But to summarize it, I think my mind and my ability to dream and my the idea of constantly elevating myself, I had a lot of limiting beliefs when I was in South Africa because of what was around me. So at the minute I moved, my perspective, and I just got whoa, there's so many opportunities. And now I also think I'm not fearful to try new things and to start from scratch. I never used to be like that. I learned that here now, because I saw that there's power in leaving something that no longer serves you and starting from scratch. So that is why I love and I would do this again and again and again at whatever age I'm at. I just got to know you yesterday. How did you cope during the pandemic in China? Also, how long does it take for you? How long did it take you to learn Chinese? Ooh, sneeze. Okay. Thank you so much for discovering me. Glad that you subscribed. Mwah, mwah, mwah. How did you cope? I didn't cope. Guys, let's go. Everyone was going through it. But I had therapy, thank God. I had my friends on video call. But I didn't cope, guys. We all went through it. I hope you, I'm guessing you're talking about the one in 2020. But also this one now, I coped. Okay, so that was 2020. I didn't cope. This one, I coped because it wasn't as strict as the one in Beijing. So the one in Beijing in 2020, we couldn't even leave our apartments. We couldn't go out. We couldn't do anything. This one, the most recent one, over the past 1.5 months, I was able to leave the house. I was hanging out with Tina, as you guys saw in the vlogs. We're living our best lives, and we just couldn't leave Liang and leave our districts. So I had school as well. I had my business. I had YouTube. So I was so grateful this time that I had things keeping me busy. It felt like I was like still working, but working from home. You know what I mean? So yeah. Hey Sba, let me be the first to say I really enjoy your videos and I love your energy. Thank you so much, Mama. I just want to know, how do you deal with situations where you miss your mom, especially in cases where you would want to share your achievements? Love you lots. Take care. Mwah. Love you too. Sure, that is such a good question. I think whenever I feel an overwhelming feeling of, sure, I really wish she was here, because let me be honest with you guys, it never goes away. It's like it's something that I carry with me, and I choose to carry with me because I don't want to ever forget her. I have this like fear sometimes that like I'll forget her. Obviously now, because I haven't heard her voice in such a long time, like sometimes I I try as hard as I can not to forget her. But I have pictures and videos and things like that that I keep, that I honestly, like sometimes I talk to her, and I keep pictures of her around the house as well. But most importantly, I speak to my sister. Like honestly, like if I didn't have a sibling, honestly, I don't know what I would have done. But, for moments like those, like I pray and I take the picture up and I talk to her and I say, Ma, this is what I've done. What you've done. This is your child. Like I really, like I just, cry and talk to her, and I miss her. I miss her so much. I miss her so much. But I thank God for my uncles and my aunts who are her siblings. They are great because we share our achievements with them, and they are super supportive. Like I remember when I did my interview on Unpacked, we have like a family group, and I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna be at and they were like so happy for me. And I know when my mom was here, if she was alive, guys, the way she would be putting on my channel everywhere, like guys, like I know that would be her. And it makes me so happy when I hear like all my uncles watch my content, my aunt watches my content, and so yeah, I'm grateful for the family that I have. Yeah. All right, so the next question is, hello Sba, looking forward to watching the Q&A. If there's still time, it's Leslie to add more questions, so there is time. Is it in your future plans to return to Beijing or even Hefei? If you could choose, where in China would you want to live? Great question. So yes, I'm thinking about actually not staying another year out here. I'm trying to see. Honestly, Beijing is looking like an option to go back, but you guys are definitely going to be, I'm going to let you guys know all of that when it happens. What advice would you give a single parent who wants to teach abroad, in China, for example? Definitely do it. There's support systems there for you. Don't feel like you do not qualify because you are a single parent. As long as you have the degree, the police clearance, the TEFL, your child can actually be brought over with a family visa, or whatever visa that they have as an option here in China. I know also in other countries as well, you just need to do a little bit more research. But the companies usually, especially when it comes to schools, are usually very open-minded and assist you. I just think do the research, keep like a system where you have the different requirements for visa purposes for each country, but because they are not all the same. Your skin and your hair, how do you keep them looking so stunning? Thank you, my love. I've got a good skincare routine, good products that I've solidified in my day and nighttime skin routine. I've got hair products that I buy on Taobao. Let me know if you guys want to know what products I use, but another stuff I also get on. So I have the Mizani products that I get on Taobao. Then I've got the olive oil products that I get from Watsons, and I use their conditioners and shampoos. I also make sure, because right now I'm maintaining my natural hair, I wash my hair once a week, and I condition and treat, as well as just keep in a bun at all times. I try not to manipulate it too much, and I'll do like a gel look at least once every 2 weeks. So yeah, thank you. Do you miss SA? Yes, I do, my love. Do you ever think about coming back for good? I do think about it, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. You look beautiful and your skin is glowing. What are you most thankful for, and what keeps you what inspires you to keep going? Are you a charitable person? Would you marry a Chinese man? Okay, so many questions, great questions. First one, I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful for the roof over my head. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my spirit. I'm thankful for my energy. I'm thankful for my skills and my strengths. I'm also thankful for the ability to recognize that I've got a lot of trauma and I need to still heal from that. And I'm thankful for that open-mindedness. I'm also thankful for my spirit, that I'm not afraid to start from scratch. I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that. Okay, what inspires you to keep going? My sister, God, and the idea that God is not done. That not the idea, the promise. It's a promise, because he said he's not done. That promise that he's not done. So every day, I know that akaga pain. Are you a charitable person? I try to give where I can, when I can. And would you marry a Chinese person? No, I would not. Hi Sba, how long are you staying in China? What are your plans for the next 5 years? I love your channel. Mwah. Thank you so much, babes. So my plan to stay in China is going to be another 2 years. That is the plan right now. But if anything changes, yeah, we'll see. But 2 years. And then what are your plans for the next 5 years? Next 5 years is for me to use my teaching qualification that I have to work in a international school, or a school that has a little bit more nyama, in hopes that I will move my way up the ranks, maybe be like head of grade, management somehow, something like that. I really want to do that in terms of education in that space. I also want to do my master's. I want to buy property. I would like to travel a little bit more, see a few more countries. And yeah, those are my plans in terms of things that I want to do. All right, next question. Lol. Also, do South African guys live in China as expats? So yeah, there are a lot of South African men out here. I have met in person like 3, okay, but I know in Suzhou there is a community, a lot of South Africans out there, and a huge number of South African men out there. Beijing as well, also Guangzhou. But yeah, there are a lot. I just haven't met. I actually recently met one, but yeah, not met face to face though. What's your idea of saving? I think saving is being consistent about putting money aside for emergency fund, for investments, for different things that you want to do. If you're wanting to buy something, I think you should save for that. Personally, that's what I do. Like if I want to buy, for example, a lens, I'm putting money aside for it every month for the next 3 months, because it's something that I think I need to plan for. I used to be someone who just used to buy things if I have the money and not think about long term. So I think saving is important because it protects you, it saves you in emergency situations, and it also helps you to work for things that you want, in terms of lens or other things that you might want to purchase. Yes, I'm finding out more about the interest savings account, earning an interest, etc., etc. I think those are important. I do have savings in an investment fund, but I would love to actually just buy shares. I hope this is not too personal. It's not too personal. I think it's an okay question. I'm also contemplating going abroad, so I want to know more about saving. Listen, I love your channel and your channel. I love you and your channel. Thank you so much, sis. Mwah. Lalela, like China, you can save money. You can save a lot of money. Rest assured, I think also if you're an expat in South Korea, even in Europe, I feel like you could make some good savings out there. But it's definitely possible like right now I'm trying to invest in property, and so I'm building like a system of consistent money going into my South African accounts to build like and also finding somewhere that I want to buy. I'm trying to figure out where I want to buy. I think that's a really exciting thing, to look at properties and seeing what's out there. But yeah, it's something that when you are here and you earn the kind of money that we are earning out here, it's definitely something that is not far-fetched. So yeah, that should encourage you when trying to contemplating moving abroad. Hey, I just want to know your clan name. I would love to call you by it. I know it's an important thing in South Africa. Yebo honey, ngukhize, ngukhabazela, ngugcobe, ngumavovo. Oh gosh. Yebo, mina wasembo, darling. You can call me Ugcwabe, Mamkhize. You can call me, people like to call me by my clan name actually. It's funny. I like it. I like it when a man calls me by it. It's like, yeah, I like that. Anyway. At what age do you think you will say I'm done with China or working abroad? I want to settle back home or do some planning. Or you want to be a gogo in a foreign country? As for gogo in a foreign country, sure. I don't have an age. I honestly, I'm living in the now, guys. I love a lot of these questions are asking about the future, which is lovely. But if anything, COVID has taught me to live in the now, and things can change like this. But also things come into action when you speak it into your life. But I would love, wherever I am as a gogo, where I'm happy, I have good investment, I have good retirement, and I've got a good home over my head, and I'm happy, I'm married, I've got grandchildren. And when it comes to when I decide to leave China, also I'm speaking this over my life, I really want to leave China knowing that I lived, I thrived, I blossomed, I've got good savings, and where I'm going next, I'm needed and I'm wanted. And it's not a situation where I'm forced to leave China. So that is what I'm speaking over my life in this video. A few last questions, honeys. Are you still going to therapy? I really love you, by the way. Yes, I love you too, my honey. So therapy, I did stop going because, well, not because, when I was in Hefei, I stopped going because I was actually doing virtual sessions, which I realized weren't doing it for me. But also in terms of the money, I was starting to realize that, okay, too much for me to handle. But one thing I know about therapy is that it's very seasonal, and I needed it, and so that is why I was able to make those sacrifices. Right now I feel like I've got the skills and the tools that she gave me to kind of go on what's the word, just go on my own and kind of do it on my own and do everything. But I also know that I'm gonna go back soon. God is revealing to me that I need to unpack a few more things and heal and talk about a few things with her. So yeah, it's very much to answer your questions. I haven't been in therapy since I left Hefei, but it's something that I do continue to want to do, and I want to go back. But I do have my tools that I have, like Headspace, like my meditation, my journaling, my devotions in the Bible, prayer, that have really helped me stay connected and check in on myself often. All right. Another one about therapy, hoping that was answered. An update on your mental health. Listen, like an update on my mental health is definitely, let me just think about this for a second, put it into words. I am, like any other person, have my moments. But what I love right now about my mental health is that I am allowing the clouds, the dark clouds, to come and pass. I used to be someone who sits under the cloud and cries and doesn't move, and then everything else must stop and billionaire. But what I love about my mental health right now is I check in with myself often. I listen in. I make sure that whatever cloud comes by, instead of trying to ignore it, I sit with it for a few, unpack maybe through journaling what's going on, what's triggering me, where's this coming from. I might not have the tools to heal at that moment, but what I love is that I'm not afraid to check in and to face like some hard truths and some hard realities of, you know, my life and things that happen to me. So my mental health is in a healthy place. I'm in a healthy place of how I deal with trauma, how I deal with sadness, how I deal with fatigue, how I deal with happiness, how I deal with heartbreak, how I deal with sadness, loneliness, all of that. I think all these emotions, one thing I love about my mental health right now is that I know that all these things can coexist. All these feelings that I've been previously told that you can't be happy and sad at the same time. You have to be happy all the time. No. Happiness and sadness can coexist. Anger, all these things can coexist. It's just allowing each to pass, come and pass, and understanding that each one is triggered and what are my triggers and how do I start to, you know, handle them. You know what I mean? And get a hand on it and kind of show myself compassion, to forgive myself. So much I had to forgive myself for that. I know that I'm still gonna need some time, honey. But yeah, that is the state of my mental health. So much that I said, but I'm in an okay place. I'm in an okay place. All right, last question. Hi Spa, you're beautiful like always. Mwah! You guys are so nice. I just want to find out if you plan to stay in China permanently. No. That's a no. It's difficult for an expat to stay here permanently unless you are married to a Chinese person, but to stay here permanently and own property and actually, you know, thrive here, there are a lot of terms and conditions. So I would personally not, somewhere that China is not somewhere I would love to settle down, to answer your question. So yeah, that is the end of this Q&A. Thank you so much, you guys. Mwah. So yummy. I'm actually on my way to meet Tina for hot pot, so that's going to be in a vlog. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I thoroughly enjoyed answering these questions. Our last Q&A had a few questions, not as much as these, so it shows that our family is growing. There are a lot of new faces here, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the support and the continuous views, regular Dzegulars comments, regular Dzegulars likes, and thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Mwah.